Hi, my name is Franklin. I'm here with Weirdos on Wheels, and I'm going to teach you how to kickflip today, because Ara cannot. Let's get to it. First thing you want to know is you have to be very comfortable. I'm going to stress this. This is very important. You got to be very comfortable on your board, just pushing and riding. If you don't know how to do that, then don't watch this video, okay? Click on another one. Second thing you should know is you got to have a real nice, good ollie. Your ollie can be like... Another trick that would help, but this is totally optional, remember, is pop shove it. The reason that this is going to help is that the pop shove it is a catching trick, which is also applies for the kickflip. Get that tortilla in my mouth. Alright, so here's the foot position of a kickflip. The back foot should be placed over the tail, halfway, your shoe. And you don't want to have it in the middle, because that won't give you enough pop. Have it right on the edge, nice and real, smooth. The front foot should be angled, sort of at a 45 degrees, because this allows you to flick it, so you can flick up. You don't want to have it over here, because that's going to be more like an ollie, and you don't want it completely parallel, or you won't be comfortable. A lot of mistakes beginners have that I see is they either place their foot right off the edge, or more onto the edge. You don't want to do that. This is because if you're going to be practicing a lot of kickflips, you're going to be doing them off stairs, off drops, and you're not going to be comfortable, so you might fall. This is that you won't be able to flick it fast enough, so you have to have it right here. Get that tortilla. What? Hey. Alright, so the motion for a kickflip is a pop. You want to have a real nice pop so you can get your kickflip in the air. The second thing you want to do is flick. You want to flick up towards the nose at this nice sweet spot, but you do not want to pop and flick at the same time. That results in like an ollie if you commit to it. So you want to pop first, and then you want to wait like a split second and then flick. Get that tortilla inside. Step one is you just want to get into the kickflip foot position I showed you earlier. You just want to try doing this, just pushing your back foot so your tail goes down like a lever. The reason you want to do this and not do this and then flick is because you want to get used to this foot position so you can flick later. The second practice step you want to do is you want to practice the flick. Most important thing that you should ever do is do not flick down. I see a lot of beginners do this, and that is very wrong because you won't be able to land with both feet if you do that. So what you want to practice is a nice flick up, like you're kicking something. Like, just imagine someone you hate over here. You just want to kick them, okay? Gotta give them a real nice kick. Next thing you want to do, you want to try popping, and then wait, split second, and start flicking. Just like this. Remember, upward flick, not down. It's very important. For step 4, you're gonna have to just flick the kickflip. It's gonna do a full rotation, and then you're gonna take off your back foot, and you're gonna step on with your front foot. For step 5, is you want to pretty much do the same thing, except this time you're going to be catching with your back foot. So you're going to step off with your front foot and then catch with your back foot, because in this whole trick you're going to be catching the kickflip with your back foot. Sort of like that. For step 6, once you're done catching with your front foot and your back foot, you can sort of put those two together, and you're going to first do the kickflip, but you're going to land halfway. Just do a kickflip 180 rotation, sort of like that. You're going to land it halfway. This will help commit to the kickflip once you're done with step, and you got to get real comfortable. This is a very important step. Step 7 is commit. First common mistake is if you're only landing halfway, like if you're not flicking fully board like this, then the common solution is slide your foot more back so you get more a full flick, and so you can flick it a lot. An over flick is always better than an under flick. Next common mistake is if you're doing a kickflip and you're fully committing, it's just that your feet get caught under like that or land primo. Goal of this is to flick up. That's it. Also, what can help is you gotta bend your knees, like tuck your knees up like a lot, so the board flips under you and you can land safely. The next common mistake is if you're only landing on the board with one foot, sort of like this, If you're doing it like that, the problem is you're not flicking up. If you're only landing the board with your front foot, sort of like this, that means your flick is totally fine. You're like almost there, just that you're not committing. So a good step to do this would be like hanging onto a fence or doing it in the grass or on a mat, so you have more confidence. Final common mistake, this is one I had like a lot, is if you're getting toe drags or heel drags, or if you're landing on the board but then jumping off right after. What you want to do for this to fix is you want to do while moving a lot. This works because once you're flipping it, the speed will actually pick up your feet and will catch the feet for you. But if that doesn't work, if you're still getting heel drags or you're jumping off, what you want to do is just center your weight over the board and lean forward. But if you're jumping too much forward and you start getting toe drag, well, you want to do vice versa. After you've done all these steps, I think you guys can realize that the kickflip is a very hard trick. Don't just watch YouTube, just actually try practicing it, okay? If results don't come in a week or a day, don't quit, please. It took me 4 months to actually get a good kickflip, and it might take people a year maybe. So please don't quit. Thank you, and goodbye.
So good. No salsa. Man, these chips are so good. No guac. Yeah. No guac. Man, these chips are so good.